Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. That's right, people. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, YouTube's #1 show by a bear. Live from the woods, because that's where bears live, people. Yes, indeed, there are 7 out of 8 TikTok women. They would agree. I'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It is your Democrat nominee for president. Well, we only got 1 delegate so far, but we're getting there, people. We're getting there on the road to 2024, people. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a crazy election here. Why not vote for a bear? So we've got our poll up. Would you like to vote for a bear? Yes or absolutely? Please do decide out there. Please do decide. Hello, Amy. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well out here. I got to thank everybody. You know, people, number one, it's a Saturday for a lot of people, you know. I mean, great summer. You know, Bear was out, in the river, just enjoying his time out there. Then the boats came. I had to chase them people away. Playing too much country music. Gosh dang it. But, 8 o'clock on a Sunday, everybody's got stuff to do. You're right here with Bear. I was listening just a couple minutes before we came online of the crazy situation, the trash cache. I was listening to Uncle E. And, whatever's going on, it's nothing of import with Eric July or anything like that. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. There is a number of different channels out there that do their own little thing, whether it's, your favorite entertainment YouTubers that do, the movies, good, bad, rah, whatever. Comics as well, a number of other stuff. Bear... Just before Bear came on here today, was just kind of thinking, it's like, man, I've got a excellent audience out here. We've got last show, Bear was doing it for the archive out there, just putting it up. I mean, we did 2 stories on space. We did a crazy story with Mark Zuckerberg and his wife as a statue. The Blake Lively situation. How did we end that with that? I think we ended it with that. I mean, just a number. Oh, and of course, campaign reviews. We've got a really smart audience out there that is able to, hang together with all these disparate elements out here. So I want to say thank you. Thank you all out there. Thank you all for your support for good old Bear here. This year, choose a bear. That's right, Amy. That is right. Bear Fetterman 2024 out here. 1 delegate is a pretty good start. There you go. Where is the Lord God No button? No? There isn't one, Jeff. There is only yes or absolutely. There we go. P-Money says, hey, I'm doing my part. Encouraging the delegates to vote for Bear. I certainly didn't steal dozens of delegate ballots and voted for Bear myself. I'm up to a dozen? I'm up to a dozen now already. Holy cow. Well, let's just jump right into it, people. There might be people from around the world that are kind of curious of what's going on. So let's just jump into it. Let's ask. Who? Well, let me jump into it here first and do the thing with the thing. And you people, lovely audience out here. They say, from the Wednesday Journal, right there in Chicago, just kind of the suburbs, I suppose, out there. They ask, who are the DNC delegates, and what do they do? That's a great question. We should find out. Let's find out together. P-Money has just got back from barbecue. Ooh, sounds delicious. Man, now you're making Bear hungry. Gosh dang it. The handful of only 177 Illinois delegates are attending the Democratic National Convention preside over Chicago's West Side and the western suburbs. from Jessica Mordak. We'll go with that. What the heck? Oh, with the DNC, fast approaching people. Chicago is gearing up to host over 50,000 delegates. Man, I'm going to need a little bit more. P-Money, we got to get... forget about the barbecue. You're back from vacation. We only got a couple days left, man. Only got a couple days left. We need a little bit more than 12. Need to, put that into the Xerox copy machine and just hit the infinite button there. Let's see. 50,000 delegates, volunteers, and media personnel in and around the United Center and McCormick Place. As the United States Social Security and local law enforcement recently announced safety plans for the areas of the Social Security. What? Are they a bunch of geezers? As the United States Social Security and local law enforcement recently announced safety plans. Yeah, you got to put the little tennis balls on the walker there, apparently. Plenty of, handicap parking. Gotta make sure that's all safe, people. I'm sure the United States Social Security Agency is a little bit better than the United States Secret Service. Holy cow. At least they're not breastfeeding out there or anything like that. So, Did y'all hear about that? Oh, El Trumpo out there at some, he literally got his ear shot off not that long ago. People are forgetting about that, but he's at a a little convention thing that he had in I think it was North Carolina, somewhere right around there. A Secret Service agent, supposed to be watching the slightly sloped roof, decides to, hey, I'm going to check out for a minute and go breastfeed. Number one, you're on a protective detail. Why are you bringing children to work? That's not what you want to do, number one. Number two, what the hell are you doing leaving? Number three, breastfeeding? What the hell, man? What the freaking hell, man? I don't know. P-Money's going to go door to door in my neighborhood, encouraging them to vote for Bear. Canadians can vote. I'm pretty sure about that. We got plenty of Mexicans and other nationalities voting, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure. United States Social Security. Jessica, you might want to double check that. I'm not sure if that is correct. But who are the delegates who have been elected to represent Chicago's West Side and the western suburbs? And what's exactly their role at the DNC? Well, let's find out, people. The DNC takes place every presidential election, convening delegates from the 50 states and territories. Convention typically marks the end of the primary election season and the beginning of the general election. The DNC serves as a period for Democrats to officially nominate a president and vice presidential candidate. Bear Fetterman 2024. That's the tickets. In the past several decades, nominees have been announced long before the convention. This makes the DNC more of a celebration for the nominees. It's a way for the Democrat Party to unify around the candidate. Well, if you think about it, let's see. 2016, they screwed over Bernie. 2020, they screwed over Bernie again. And I guess they were looking for another elderly man to screw over. So they screwed over Biden. They've went 12 years. Not anybody really voting, but what the heck. This year's convention looks a little different from previous ones when presidential nominees were chosen months before the DNC. Before the 24 DNC, which starts August 19th, that's 2 days away, P-Money, delegates will officially select the Democrat Party's presidential candidate during a roll call starting August 1st. Gosh, dang it, we're a little late. There needs to be some toilets in Chicago that overflow. You know what I'm saying here, so yeah. Delegates represent voters and are the ones who officially nominate the Democrat presidential nominee. Must cast a vote for a presidential candidate or have an uncommitted preference. That would be old Bear here. Yes, indeed. March 12th, President Joe Biden received confirmation from most of the DNC that they would re-elect him. And then he dropped out about a month and a half later. Harris, heels up Harris, crossed that majority threshold on July. Did she really? I think she broke a couple election campaign finance laws doing that. But estimated majority confirmation only makes Harris the presumptive party nominee, not the official one, people. There's still a bear in the race. The formal nomination will come during a virtual roll call among over 4,000 delegates. Your roll call will take place between August 1st. We're a little bit behind there. Gosh dang it. What the hell's going on, man? I mean, okay, we're going to have a convention, but we're going to have the votes well before the convention. That's just nuts, man. After delegates select the Democrat Party's nominee at the convention, they will attend speeches and get together to rally around their presidential ticket, even though nobody actually voted for Kamala. They voted for Joe, didn't actually vote for Kamala. I don't think she has ever gotten a vote. Wait, did she ran for Senate, right? Or was she just, like, put in the position? Did the governor, I'm trying to remember, did she actually win an election? I can't remember. I remember she went straight from the Senate to she wanted to run for president. That didn't turn out well. Then was the vice president. And then all of a sudden she's foisted upon us, gosh dang it, without getting any votes whatsoever. So, I don't know. Campaign finance laws only apply to Republicans. And only sometimes. That's true. Ask what was his name there in New York? They kicked the guy. Santos? Kicked him out there. They kicked him out, people. Anyways, they go on. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, they got PLO delegates, which is totally different. P-Money, make sure we get some PLO delegates out there. We need to at least get a couple. And super delegates. So, okay, you got your delegates. You got your PLO delegates. And then you got your super delegates. There you go. And they can support any candidate. P-Money, we need to get some super delegates. But only vote in the presidential, but only vote if the presidential nominated is contested. It is, people. It is. It's very contested. We need to get on the horn with Mayor Brandon. They're in Chicago. State Comptroller Susan Mendoza. State Secretary Alex Ginelalas. And Cook County Board President, Tony Peckerwinkle. We said Peckerwinkle. Prinklewinkle. Prickwinkle. We need to get him. We need to get him on it. Gosh dang it. All these people, man. Gotta go check them out. Hey. P-Money's going to super delegate. I'll ask Clark Kent to become a bear delegate. Please. P-Money is all over the PLO delegates. I sure hope so. She didn't steal Bears votes. I hope not. Gosh dang, I really hope not. Democrat nominations Canada, says Amy. Okay, there we go. I'll even go to the cemetery to vote for Bear because they vote Democrat. Yes, indeed. Yes, they do. Gosh dang it. Yes, they do. From the New York Post and a dot apparently. I don't know who we're supposed to be doing there by a dot. Roughly 100,000 anti-Israel protesters. Can we just say pro-Hamas protesters? Can we just go with that? Expected to descend on Chicago to steal the spotlight from the DNC and the Harris Waltz ticket. Just rolls right off that tongue. Writing that down. Get Preckwinkle, please. Some Preckwinkle, whatever the heck, man. Whatever the heck. We need all the delegates we can get, people. All of them. Roughly 100,000 far left Israel-hating protesters will be descending on Chicago this week. Must be a bunch of RFK supporters. Sowing chaos as Democrat leaders rally around their new presidential tickets. Bear Fetterman 2024. At least 7 large rallies and marches are set to take place in the Windy City, while the McCormick Place Convention Center hosts the DNC. Other rallies are expected, even though their organizers have not scored necessary city permits. Gosh dang it. I tell you, you want to go out and protest, then you don't have the right permits. I mean, who do you protest then, really? I mean, honestly. All boarded up? Chicago's Board Up Services. Getting a lot of work. Getting a lot of work this week. There you go. All the windows. You didn't do the top. You need to do those top windows as well, just in case. The convention runs Monday through Thursday, but the protesters began Sunday. Sunday. With a march towards Grant Park, organized by the pro-abortion gay rights organization Bodies Outside of Unjust... Wait, what? The pro-abortion gay rights organization. I don't think you know how that works, people. If you're pro-gay, you're not you don't need the abortion. You see what? Do you people see what bear means here? Gosh dang it! I mean, if it's 2 dudes and 2 ladies, ain't nobody getting pregnant. Then you wouldn't have to have an abortion. Bodies outside of unjust laws. Okay. Entries must be like the gays for Hamas or something like that. The biggest turnout is expected at the March on the DNC 2024. Rallies stated for Monday and Thursday. Be there and bring your Molotov cocktail. Organized by a coalition of 125 pro-Hamas groups, including the Chicago Alliance Against Racism, Racist and Political Repression. You have a black mayor. What? Chicago Alliance. And the U.S. Palestinian Community Network. Can we just go ahead and send them to Antarctica already? Just send them away. Over 30,000. 30,000 are expected to attend the Monday march. Holy moly. That's more than this ticket gets here. What are they doing? What is this? This is fake, man. All of this is fake. Who is he pointing to, really? What a fake. They're all fake. This is a bunch of cheap fakes. Wait, look at that face. Hatim, a chairman of the U.S. Palestinian Community Network, there's no such thing, told the Washington Post, it won't go soft on Dems, despite Vice President Harris replacing President Biden, who the group branded as Genocide Joe for backing Israel, ? On the top of the ticket. Our target is the Democrat Party, leadership of the party, and Killer Kamala. Man. Oh, how about attempted Killer Kamala? I mean, I think we can do that. Representative Jeff Van Drew said that there's little difference between the ideology of the protesters and the top of the ticket. Hey now, a bear could come in. A dark horse candidate. A dark bear candidate. There you go. He's pointing at bear saying, that's your biggest competition, Kamala. There you go. There's a bear. Oh, my God. Bear had the unfortunate experience of having to listen to Kamala the other day. And holy moly, like claws on a chalkboard, people. That's just terrible. And then you got like Bernie Light here. Bunch of commies. Not bear, though. Not bear at all. Says Amy. There you go. Hamas is always supportive of the LGBTQ+++ community. Yes. Killer Kamala. Attempted Killer Kamala. There you go. Anyways, yada, yada, yada. Look at these fools. Look at these. Bunch of paid protesters right there. What's going on with the... come on, man. I mean, seriously. Stopped funding the genocide. No tax dollars for genocide. Oh, my God, we can't have... you know what? Bear... hey, pro-Hamas supporters out there. Bear... a campaign plank. Bear is in support of the genocide of Hamas. I'm going to stand behind that. If we are going to do any genocide whatsoever, it might as well be Hamas. I mean, for crying out loud. If you can't draw the line there, where can you draw the line? So I think I'm for the genocide, honestly. I think we are honestly for genocide here. Just for Hamas, though. Just for Hamas. There you go. Genocide Joe. Hashtag genocide. That's the Dark Brandon. What's going on here? Ay, man. Ay. A threat of protest at the DNC hung over Chicago once it was tapped to host this year's Lefty Love Fest. Grew even more when after Hamas on October 7th, attacked Israel, butchered a bunch of people. They got what was coming to them. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, there you go, people. There is your information on the DNC. So has she agreed to debate you yet? Never. Cable would never debate Bear, for crying out loud. I wouldn't even have to do anything. I can just sit there. Like, go ahead, cackle, lady. Just go right ahead. I'm just going to stand here and just like, yeah, hey, how about your great-great-great-grandfather owning slaves? What's up with that? Hey, why did you call yourself black when your family owned slaves? Come on, what's up with that? Why did you try and assassinate the former president of the United States? What's up with that? What's up with that? Campaign slogan, I'd rather be in the woods with a bear than a Hamas supporter. 7 out of 8 TikTok women would agree on that, P-Money. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I didn't want to get too much into this. I listen, people, I have had, gosh, for the past several weeks, just a whole stack of stuff on the breaking news from a couple of weeks ago with the whole ear clipping situation there. Haven't done any of that just yet. I thought this was interesting. If Bear can share it here with you good folks. I thought this was, and this is from Newsweek, people. This ain't no like far right rag or anything out here. The shooter's body was gone when a representative tried to examine. Body of the 20-year-old who tried to assassinate former president was gone. Representative Clay Higgins tried to inspect it as part of an investigation into the shooting. Congressman revealed in a preliminary, investigative report. Melissa voted for yes, and she is regretting her decision because she wants to vote absolutely. Well, it's the Democrat primary, so you can vote as many times as you want, Melissa. Just get on a couple sock accounts and you'll be fine. I saw I saw one where Mike came out the other day. Some video about Deadpool and Wolverine. We'll get to that in a minute. And he uses a sock account to like, yeah, boy, that Mike, that's a great video. I'm like, Mike, come on, man, quit using your sock account to boost your viewer count and all this other stuff, for crying out loud. He used the the unapologetic American account. I'm like, come on, Mike, get out of here, crying out loud. Anyways, Crooks was shot dead by the Secret Service, possibly after he opened fire from a rooftop. Yada yada yada. Former president sustained injuries. Yada yada. Higgins, a Louisiana Republican who's in on the House task force investigating the shooting, detailed some of his findings after a 3-day trip to Butler early in August. Took you a while. Why are they still using the same picture? In the report, Higgins wrote that he attempted to examine Cook's body, but was unable to do so, and alleged that the was obstructing further investigative efforts. What? No way. Not them. Not them at all. My effort to examine the body on Monday, August 5th, caused quite a stir and revealed a disturbing fact. The 3-letter agency released the body for cremation 10 days after July 13th. On July 23rd, Cooks was gone. Poof. Nobody knew about this until Monday, August 5th, including the coroner, law enforcement, and the sheriff. They said the coroner technically had legal authority over the body, but I spoke with the coroner, and he never had and would never have released Crook's body to the family for cremation or burial without specific permission from that 3-letter agency. Boy, that's odd. That's odd. Oh well, let's move on. Let's just move right along, people. All right, box office for you good people. Great to have you, Melissa. Great to have you here. Want to be a delegate for Bear? We need a couple thousand. Or a super delegate. Or a, what was it called? A Pilo? I mean, if you want to be a Pilo delegate, you can be as well. She's from Florida. We can have the Florida delegation. There you go. I mean, honestly, are they really going to vote for Kamala? I doubt it. Really doubt it, people. Alien Romulus, people. We got a new #1 movie, people. Roaring. Roar! To a $40 to $42 million opening. Woohoo! From Deadline and, I don't know, somebody over there. Somebody at Deadline. 20th Century Studios' Freddy Alvarez directed Alien Romulus is still looking at the 45-year-old franchise's second biggest opening with $40 to $42 million for the weekend after an $18 million Friday. Disney has bragging rights for second place in the fourth weekend with Deadpool and Wolverine, while Sony and Wayfarer Studios, it ends with us. We've got more on Blake Lively. Holy cow, people. This lady is nuts. Like, nuts. Ay. And great summer. A great summer. For crying out loud. A great late summer weekend in August. $136 million. 36% ahead of the same frame last year. And that had Barbie and Oppenheimer. There you go. Anyways, it goes on. Yada, yada. Mostly male. Diverse. Very diverse people. Got to be diverse out here. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go down. Here we go. The chart. More important. Thank you, Melissa. You are a delegate, hopefully, for Bear. If not, we're going to burn that city down. We're going to have a second Chicago fire. Haven't had a good one in a while. Every time I see an Alien Romulus, I keep saying Romulan and saying Alien Star Trek crossover. Yay, please. No, unfortunately not. All right, I know numbers, but this is kind of interesting, people. Alien Romulus, 3,885 theaters, did 40 to 42 million, they're guessing, here in week 1. Knocking off Deadpool and Wolverine, with slightly more theaters, 3,960. So they did 27 over the three-day. Let's see. I'm looking. Down about half from last week, and that's kind of expected. Probably it looks like everybody that wanted to go see the movie has went and seen it. So probably a lot of this is return viewers, or just people that might have seen some of the other movies. Was like, let's go see Deadpool. Probably not the same audience as It Ends With Us. They've got a lot of theaters, though. Look at that. Holy cow. They actually added some. Look at that. Interesting. $97 million. This is going to break $100 million. Holy cow. Holy macaroni. And it dethroned. That's why Bear started to look into this. It Ends With Us, the whole Blake Lively situation. We'll get into that. Number 3. They're doing pretty well. Pretty well out there. Week 2. Pretty good. Twisters, holding strong. Week 5. Coraline. I'm not sure about what that is. Couldn't tell you, but doing pretty good. 11 million, week 1, just started. There you go. In half of the amount of theaters that everybody else is. Pretty good. Despicable Me 4. One of the 3 that we were looking for earlier this summer. Still hanging in there. 3-day, $5.5 million. Not bad. Week 7. Parents just taking their kids. Trap. I think that is the M. Night Shyamalan. That's going bust here. That's going bust. It was down half from the first weekend, down half from the second weekend. So I think people that were interested in going to see it saw it and it says, I'm checking out. That's fine. Thank you, M. Night Shyamalan. The other one, Inside Out 2, we're looking at earlier this summer. This might cross 750 domestic. I mean, it could. Depends on how long it's in theaters for. It's been in there 10 weeks. Still 1,800 theaters. Not bad. 3-day, $2.9 million. Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, again, a lot of people have went and seen it already. So very good. The movie of the year that nobody's really talking about. It's kind of interesting that it's the best performing movie of the year, and nobody's really mentioned much about it. I haven't seen much. I think Bears talked about more of it than many of your favorite YouTube channels out there. Oh, they're all talking about Borderlands, though. Yay, let's talk about Borderlands. Let's, look at that. It was down 83% on Friday and 74% they're guessing for the weekend. That's terrible. In week 2. If your movie is down 80% from the first weekend, that means you've got a pretty bad movie. I don't know how much. I don't know what it costs. Actually, hold on. Let Bear look that. That's a good one. Let's look that up. 1 second, people. Let's see. 1 second. Borderlands. Cost. Let's see. 1 second, people. No, not on stream for crying movie. Borderlands movie. Here we go. Not the video game. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. IMDb. Come on, IMDb. Let's see. Pardon me, people. Featured review. 30 minutes of film is my maximum. Oh, okay. Holy cow, people. Holy macaroni. It cost. Let's take a guess out here in the chat. How much do you think Borderlands cost to make? What would be your best guess? Coraline, is that the girl with the button eyes? Did they re-release it? I have no idea, Amy. I'll look that up here in just a second. Look that up just a second here. Down macaroni. There we go. It cost, people. It cost. Can you believe it? $115 million. Holy cow, I had no idea. And it took in $13 million. $115 million. $115 million. Brought in $13 million over 2 weeks. Couldn't even break $1 million on Friday. Couldn't even break $1 million. Holy macaroni, people. That is... I mean, look, we've got the best... We've got the best movie of the year, number 8 here. 10 weeks out, still hanging in there. Did, let's see, just slightly a little bit better 3-day for a movie that's been out 10 weeks and has, let's see, by a factor of 5 to 10, beat out Borderlands' budget. That's crazy. Craziness. Borderlands number 9. And wait, there's no 10? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no 10. Borderlands is so bad that they didn't even want to put another movie in the top 10. I mean, can you imagine being the 10th movie and losing out to Borderlands? They just said, we're not gonna put out that information, Bad Boys Ride or Die or something like that. They just said, we're not gonna do number 10. Number 9 is bad enough. Holy cow, $13 million in 2 weeks. Oof. 115 million to make. Anyways, Alien Romulus taking over from Deadpool. Deadpool had a good run, about 3 weeks. And then week 4, dropping down to number 2. And of course, it got bested for about a day, maybe 2 days there with It Ends With Us, which, holy cow, people. Bear's been digging in a little bit more into this whole Blake Lively situation here. It has been resurfaced from some years back. There was a interview that she did. Reporter Blast Nightmare, Blake Lively interview that made her want to quit amid It Ends With Us drama. Holy cow, people. Page 6 here. Riley Cardoza. Interviewing Blake Lively made Kirsty Flay. Well, we'll go with that. Wants to quit her job. Let's find that here. 1 second, people. No, not that. Crying out loud. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. There we go. There is the interviewee. On Saturday, the reporter shared a clip of herself speaking to the actress at her Cafe Society co-star, Parker Posey, in 2016. We all saw Cafe Society, didn't we? I mean, the award-winning biggest movie of the year, Cafe Society. I'm like, who? Blake Lively? Parker Posey? I call Parker Posey a has-been, but she really is a never was. A darling of the indie scene many years back, and then kind of faded from existence, just showing up in crap movies that nobody's ever heard of. She referred to the sit-down, that's the interviewee, as the, quote, most uncomfortable situation she's ever experienced over the weekend. Holy cow. You mean Blake Deadpool? Might as well, as that she is mainly what she is known for. Yeah, why it's not Blake Reynolds, I have no idea. She had to, stick with the name there. Very important. We all want to remember Blake Lively. What was she in? I don't know, some CW show 10 years back, 15 years back. Okay, whatever. In the footage, the interviewee congratulated the actress, 36, on her little bump, as Lively had recently confirmed she was pregnant. The Gossip Girl, that's what it was. The Gossip Girl alum sarcastically replied, "Congratulations on your little bump." Okay. As she and Flaw awkwardly laughed at the dig, Posey, 55, holy cow, attempted to defuse the situation by showing off her backside bump. Boy, that's hilarious. She and Lively went on to admire Posey's lovely lady lumps as Flaw looked on. The journalist called the Woody Allen movie, Woody Allen, okay, visually amazing. Nobody went to go see it, for crying out loud. And asked whether the cast member enjoyed the fashion. Lively subtly scolded her. Without looking at Flay, she told Posey, "Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask men about the clothes." Lovely lady. After Flaw, whatever the interviewee, I insisted I would, Lively and Posey talked amongst themselves about their male co-stars' best outfits. The Age of Adeline star, yeah, we all saw that, concluded, "It's not just the women that have the clothes, but I feel like the women get the conversation." She and Posey continued to primarily look at each other while chatting. Social media users slammed Lively's weird and uncalled for behavior in the video, praising Flay, whatever, for keeping her composure during the thoroughly unpleasant experience. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. Well, it gets deeper, people. If you thought that was bad, it gets deeper. Holy cow. Because from page 6, and Riley Cordoza, he's on this. A Blake Lively interviewer reveals she's infertile after actress points out her little bump. She says that comment was like a bullet. Ouch. Krista Flaw, whatever, revealed that she is infertile after her nightmare interview with Blake Lively went viral. The journalist recalled feeling almost paralyzed when she complimented the pregnant actress on her, quote, little bump in 2016, only for Lively to sarcastically throw the comment right back at her. Now, to be honest, it hurts, because obviously I wasn't pregnant, and I could never get pregnant. The interviewee told the Daily Mail on Friday, so that comment was like a bullet. Blake Lively just laughs and laughs and laughs. The entertainment reporter didn't know how to react, telling the outfit that she felt uncomfortable and wanted to, quote, leave and get out of there. She added, it made me feel like a complete failure. I kept going through the interview in my head afterwards, trying to figure out what I had said or done to make Lively or Parker Posey. Who cares about Parker Posey? Maybe like that, it made no sense to me. At the time, the interviewer was speaking with Lively, 36, and Posey, 55. Another Cafe Society movie that nobody saw. Hold on just one second. Let me look that one up. Let's see. Hold on one second here, people. What was it called? Cafe. Let's see. Cafe. Cafe Society movie. All right, let's find out what this great movie, Jesse Eisenberg, Kristen Stewart, Stephen Carell, Blake Lively isn't even in the top 3. They're at number 4. All right, let's see. One second here, people. Budget of $30 million. What? And it grossed 43. 30 million to make. 43 to just burn through. That didn't make any money. Crying out loud. Anyways, it was such a traumatizing experience for me, Flaw recalled. I was there to do the job. They made sure to make it as difficult as possible for me to do that. I was there so they could promote a movie. I was invited to meet them. It certainly did not feel like that. I felt belittled, ignored. It made me question whether I wanted to ever do these types of interviews again. Yeah, well, yeah. We all knew that. Lively is also under fire for marketing her cocktails and hair care while doing press for her latest movie, which includes this, depictions of domestic violence. That's what you want to do. Market your cocktails to a domestic violence movie. Sounds great. Let's see. Was compared Lively to Jennifer Lopez. Ouch. This Is Me Now, a love story press tour earlier this year, saying it became a common practice to try and really bum rush and smash and grab as much as you can possibly at the same time. And Lively clapped back earlier this week by uploading a resource for victims of domestic violence. Really? Wow. You went onto Instagram and found a link and posted it. Wow, that's really doing something there, lady. That's really doing something. An Uber Karen, as Beer says. Not a carrot, Amy. Karen. Karen, people. That nobody's ever heard of. I mean, you got to say, it's like, oh, yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds' wife. Oh, okay, that person. Oh, okay. He was say Blake Lively. He was like, huh? Who? What? Gossip Girl. How long's that been off the air? What's she done? Well, Cafe Society. Huh? Yeah, it made $40 million on a $30 million budget. Well, why even bother? I don't know. Woody Allen, need to get out of the house. his Asian wife is getting a little up there in age, you got to find a younger lady, apparently. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, there's the lady. Poor lady just trying to interview Blake Lively. It all goes downhill from there. I'm telling you, people, digging deep into the whole Blake Lively situation. You don't see that many, entertainment YouTubers just decide to all of a sudden, you know what, we're going to dig deep into this Blake Lively. Figure out what's going on here, man. Figure out what's going on here. No, not a carrot. Not a carrot, for crying out loud. Too bad it wasn't a man talking to her. They can't blame patriarchy. Oh, never mind. They'll find a way. Yes, they will. Yeah, we all know they will, people. We all know. We all know all about that, don't we? Yeah. Anyways. Oh, I got the a perfect palate cleanser here, people. Perfect one. From the New York Post, and by a Dot again. Man, that Dot, he really gets around, doesn't he? Mr. Softee is playing hardball with rogue New York City operators accused of ripping off the iconic music and brand. Holy moly. What has the world come to, people? Really, what has it? I don't even know. That's something crazy. Something clown-like. Mr. Softee is playing hardball. Owners of the iconic ice cream truck franchise want to put a freeze to 3 rogue operators, 2 in Queens and 1 in the Bronx, for ripping off its signature signage and jingle. They allege in a pair of federal lawsuits. Holy moly, they ain't kidding around. Pardon me. The mobile ice cream giant claims competitors. I knew there was going to be a Mustafa in here. Selvey and Goken Goozy are using a copycat truck spotted in Queens that mimics the real deal. Real deal Mr. Softee, down to the Sundays, shakes, and cones slogan, according to Brooklyn court papers. Take a drink here. Oh, my God. Look at that rip-off Mr. Softee truck out there, crying out loud. Jesus Ramos Valdez. Might be Jesus. You never know. I'm just going to say Jesus. Jesus, who does business as Maca Ice Cream, also has a lookalike truck that tools around the Bronx, and his vehicle also blasts the trademark Mr. Softee jingle. Legal papers filed in Manhattan says. Man, what would Jesus do? Apparently steal Mr. Softee and go around the Bronx. Mr. Softee got the scoop on the smooth criminals. Criminals. You get it, people. They get paid by the pun out here. Got the scoop on smooth criminals in June. From legit operators who had a meltdown. Man, they were getting paid today. I had sent the imitators a cease and desist letter, the company said. Goozy and Valdez have ignored the orders and continue to unlawfully use the Mr. Softee trademark, the respective files claim. Mr. Softee isn't soft when it comes to defending his trademark. Mr. Softee counsel Frank Reno told the Post, man, Frank, you're on it, man. He ain't soft when it comes to his trademark. I mean, it's all fun and games until the lawyers get involved. That name always makes me think they're yelling at a Greek god. Hey, Zeus! Hey, Zeus. You write these stories for the puns. I read them for the puns. Yes, indeed. Kids don't necessarily understand the difference between a Fugazi Mr. Softee and the real McHugh. I like this, Frank. Frank, you are on the up and up. I'm going to have to hire you for the campaign here. A Fugazi Mr. Softee. Hey, we ain't kidding around here at the Softee company here. A bunch of Fugazis. Hey, we ain't gonna forget about it over here. No. So when they hear a jingle or they see the blue and white truck, they think that's a Mr. Softee truck. And the risk is they might not be getting the same quality product. Oh, man, throwing some shade. Throwing some shade there. This knockoff Mr. Softee truck. He added, if someone eats bad ice cream and gets sick, then they say Mr. Softee made me sick. And it wasn't really Mr. Softee. It was a Fugazi. And that damaged their trademark brand. That's true. The Rune-made New Jersey-based Mr. Softee is asking the court to put a stop to the trademark infringement and lawyer fees in the suit. Neither Goozy of Westbury, New York, nor Selvey of Holbrook, New York, returned messages. Valdez, a Brooklyn resident, also didn't respond. He's out there slinging Fugazi frickin' Softee ice cream. Didn't have the time. Company first registered some of its trademarks in 1958. Mr. Softee jingle was composed in 1960. Mr. Softee has over 625 trucks, more than 350 franchise dealers, operating in 18 states. Not Jesus, though. There are about 300 trucks in New York and Long Island. There are a couple Fugazi trucks out there. Hey, we ain't gonna forget about that. Not at all here at the Mr. Softees. You know, it's all fun and games till you rip off a trademark. We gotta come after you. Gotta come after ya. Hey. Yes, indeed, people. Well, you are always, whenever you're eating ice cream, unlike Bear, who can't eat ice cream, crying out loud, oh, gosh dang it. You are always youthful, forever young, eating ice cream. Yes, indeed. Till you hit 44. Then you're just flat down like a pancake. From The Guardian and Hannah Devlin. Scientists find human age dramatically in 2 bursts. At 44 and then at 60. Findings suggest that aging is not a slow and steady process. Could explain spikes in health issues at certain ages. That's why Bear has been 29 for the past decade. If you've noticed a sudden accumulation of wrinkles, aches, and pains, or general sensation, having grown older almost overnight, there might be a scientific explanation, researchers suggest. Rather than being a slow and steady process, aging occurs in at least 2 accelerated bursts. A study which tracks thousands of different molecules in people aged 25 to 75 detected 2 major waves of age-related changes around 44 and then at 60. Findings could explain why spikes in certain health issues, including musculoskeletal problems and cardiovascular disease, occur at certain ages. Interesting. We're not just changing gradually over time. There's some really dramatic changes, says some professor. Turns out the mid-40s is a time of dramatic change. Mid-40s is new 60, apparently. As is the early 60s. And that's true no matter what class of molecules you're looking at. Anyways, it goes on. Once you hit that wall, bam, they are dead. You might as well just get that birthday card that says, happy birthday, here's a couple bucks for your funeral. Getting close. There's a present, happy 44th birthday. You have aged dramatically. Yes, indeed. Some skin cream, maybe a walker, a voucher to AARP or something like that. Yeah, I mean, once you hit that 44, it's all over, people. I mean, really. I mean, you're just a dead man walking, or woman at that time. Ay, people. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing here, but bounding in the comics. I don't know how many people played, what was it called? Oblivion? Bear played Skyrim. Sort of, kinda. Way back when. They're coming out with a sort of remaster. Let's take a look at what they got here. Let me find it here, people. Do the thing with the thing. And the other thing with the thing. There we go. So if you've ever played Oblivion, apparently it's a kind of a remaster. It's a fan one. It's kind of interesting. George Arenas over here at Bounding Into Comics. Fans of the Elder Scrolls series have something big to look forward to in 2025. Skyblivion is what they're calling it. A fan-made project aims to recreate the beloved Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. This is all within the Skyrim engines. They're taking the engine from Skyrim and just bringing in an old game. The latest trailer showcases the progress made so far, offering a glimpse into the world of, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Cyrodilio? Cyrodil. Cyrodil, as it never has before. Elder Scrolls almost ruined my marriage, says Peabody. Well, you also forgot to get her a statue. Because they are games that never end. Well, just file this one away and never buy it here, apparently. The team behind Skyblivion has been hard at work, and so far the results are already showing. A latest preview highlights 2 quests set in around the town of whatever Charl. This town, once a staple location in Oblivion, is brought to life with vibrant colors, detailed landscapes, an overall sense of immersion that surpasses its original rendition. Ooh, there you go. Pretty cool, people. There you go. Looks pretty good. I like the lighting effects. I think they did a pretty good job on that. Yeah, I played Skyrim a long time ago whenever it first came out. So I played like the first 2 or 3 missions. You're a... I forget. Was he well, it could be a she. I don't know. However you customize your character. Your character, I forget if he was like a prisoner or if it was just like they were being transported somewhere. Ends up escaping, going into Skyrim, yada, yada, yada. And they gotta go fight a dragon. I was like, screw that. I don't want to fight no friggin' dragon. So just ended up just walking. I know they had horses and you can fast travel and everything, but I would just walk. I was like, okay, let me go over to, what was it? They had the Thieves Landing. They had the castle. They had, I got stuck in a cave for like a couple weeks. The magic place, the magic, I don't know, what was it? Like a college or something like that. So yeah, just walk. Walkity walk. Somebody would show up, we'd fight, yada, yada, yada. Hey, there's the Dragonborn. I'm like, I never even fought a dragon. Shut up already. So literally played probably 150 hours in that game. I never went past the 3rd level. Did all the other side quests and got stuck in a cave. It had a bunch of mushrooms in there. I don't know what was going on with that. Bunch of other dungeons that they had. Just was having a good old time, just walking around, slashing a sword. Being his best. What were they? Nordic? They were some sort of Nordic warrior class people. So I was all walking around, just slashing. I like the bow and arrow. There. But anyways, that's Bear's long way of saying, yeah, I played the game. I don't know what's in it. So I never played the story. Never played that story. Watch out, Amy. It might ruin your possible wedding out there. She says I should play one of these games sometime. No, it'll ruin your marriage. Never do that, apparently. Also says, I'm glad you managed to beat the game that never ends. Well, I just turned it off one day and never went back. So, hey, you just had to get out and enjoy life. Actually, I don't know, some other game came out and was like, okay, let me do that. It was on the PS3, and the graphics were just they weren't the best. I'm sure this looks a lot better than whatever Bear got, so there you go. Bear just wandering the town slashing people. He was imagining they were all Timmies. That's true. Slash. I mean, I'm just walking around and like somebody was like, there's Dragonborn. Shut up. Slash. Just want to do my thing. I had like little honey holes everywhere that you could store like, I don't know, different clothing or different swords or whatever. And the biggest thing was like making stuff to eat. You're like, all right, well, I'm going to, find these carrots and kill this, whatever creature and find the little stew pot and make some stew and eat that. Because I was always dying, so I needed stew or something to keep alive. Keep alive with it. Turning off also is beating it. There you go. To save my marriage, says P Money, I went out and bought Miss P Money that statue that she always wanted. No, beating the game meant literally destroying the game disc. Holy cow, man. That takes some gumption, sir. Takes some gumption. So, all right, let me take it off. I don't mean to. Oh, there. Oh, holy cow! He's slashing some dude. Well, watch out, dude. He's got a giant battle axe. There you go. Hit him with your sword. Oh, ow! That looks like it might cause a little damage there. Ouch. And then steal all his stuff. Yeah, you always gotta steal his stuff. You kill the guy and then take literally all his clothes off of him. There you go. Anyways, I don't mean to cause P Money any more marital distress out here. So we'll get off of that. What does the trailer show? We already saw that. I don't need you any more bounding into comics. We already got that, man. Already got that. So there we go. There we go. That is bravery. I know. It is. That takes a lot of gumption. All right, let's check out the poll here, people. We got holy moly, it was a close one, people. 7 votes. Get your vote in now if you haven't already. Yes. Will you be voting for Bear? Yes. Wins out 57% over absolutely 43%. There you go, people. There you are. 7 votes. All right, we're counting it down. 3, 2, 1. A little bit of a pause. All right, and ending the poll. The poll has ended, people. Will you be voting for a bear? Yes. Yes, they will. That's got to count for at least, a couple thousand delegates at least. Or maybe one of those, like, Pilo delegates. I get one of those Pilo delegates, people. Or a super one. People. Anyways, there we go. We'll see. We'll see how well Bear does come Monday. I'm really hoping Brandon comes out and just like, all right, I'm giving you the Festivus airing of grievings. Nancy, you're up first. Yeah, that's right, Nancy. Why are you looking all shocked? I'm coming after you. Oh, that's how your face always looks. Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, Nancy, gosh dang it, kicked me out of here. I ain't ever forgetting that. We know a bunch of oligarchs around the world that take you out. You thought your husband with the knock on the head, that was bad. Well, we're going to do some bigger stuff for you, Nancy. Got you coming. Yeah, I'm hoping Biden just goes full, not worrying about the depends and just going full steam ahead. Full steam ahead out here. All right, anyways. Let me get rid of that. Get out of that. Do the thing with the thing. There we go. All right. Well, gosh dang it. P Money, that barbecue made Bear hungry here. I might have to end a little bit early and get something to eat. But I do want to thank each and every one of you out here. It is a Saturday. You could be out there doing God knows whatever else. You're right here with Bear. That's so appreciative. Thank you. One of the smartest audiences out there. I mean, we're going from politics to ice cream cones, Blake Lively, movies, all that stuff. Hanging in there with Bear. Some great comments. So thank you. Thank you so much. Amy P. Money, Melissa as well. Jeff, if he's still around. All of our Russian bots and lurkers. Appreciate all of you out here. Thank you so much, P. Money. Garlic and carrots. There we go, people. But all that talk about barbecue, you know what has made Bear hungry So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr. A grrr. Night, everybody.